Fact sheet happy 98.9 FM. Ebusa mo bibia hana yemu akwaba. A very special edition. Aye de bremo bribia na ye ne mpenifo akukudana e won niema ene nsem ahodo a wasi yetie. Aka na kakra na ye koto aban na aka ni so. Nti political parties ene aban nyuma ahodo ahoboa a wono mo ye no kosoro pa eja abam yie pa. O here political parties no ma hokeka ene said you must wura mu a said you mu communicate said you mu campaign eno me ade a kyerese titru MPP NDC nya ade a onom egu omonsem e wa ahobo anu mu kra eno nti ene ye di nkomoyi ye betie wura one public institution ne ye tie si amanyosem ni ahwe oman no economy no ene bebia ye de efa fact sheet happy 98.9 FM ye from Reynolds Agyemang mi twam ho ba me ba medane me guest ne ede ato ho na nyina ehu de woka na ewie. Welcome back, Fact Sheet Happy 98.9 FM and then komono ayen komo chinchinchi. Baby a wo Ghana fa na nyina no wo se utie bi. Nkomo ebedie aban dwuma ho nsem ewom. Aban se de musitie ene kan ne yetete ghost names. Na nado danko akufu ado aban ba ye ghost names nkrofo a wonum dini wo aban payroll so a ye tua wonum kan so omunte ase no. Ana wonum nya adwuma ma aban no ayadodo sei aka sei sen wonum beto ye bedi ehun nkomo ye bedi nkomo no de awura politics mi se dem di nkankan no na ya sa tie sim bi kura honhom sem bi kura bewuram na ya kotie abaye beto hon komhye ne ensem asofo bi aka political parties here ewo hoi MPP NDC omo prese Ghana for beto aba ma omu omo so succession plan se chena we ni ho a hwan ne bedi ade o chena we wa ha hwan na edi a to aso eno nso etisen eboa se de ese eboa ye nature political parties under the Fourth Republic o MPP ni NDC and are dominating no a say no musisiesio mo for inchirima ye bedi san komoni nyina me guest ene awie yewura Thomas Kusi Boafo oye the Chief Executive Officer the public sector reforms ono enene awie ye ne no edi nkomo na ye hwe public sector reforms no obeso adwumanum no senia esi ekro opanyi manfo kaze yes o kasapa ampa adwuma no the nekufu adoba wanya bi ye nsunso be na de aba ye monwram na yentie de ono so ewoka Kusi Boafo Mahama ha ehia ya che
ampa
abomo ko
nyame adumeye
yere yango panse na obi ezi wunya ne ye na ohun denden asa ya branti
ewo de da yewu so yesan asore
pepe
obi a sebe oda na osan nyane de uda so yesan asore
na
yetiase ahore nso ho kama
papa said mranti semno nso aba kama pa
mranti semno nso aba se wu nyine a durublebe so ho yefe na ma menchia watiefo no ma ehwe na me so ye me dese mo nso ma ba besra me yeshia ya che akwaye fonso de kasa pepe atene de nyame adomo nso aba public sector reform secretariat
yes
ahone ha to ba ya Kusi Boafo me office ni ya de duma ye de ne bi a kire na bebusebusa ye de wonhu mu de ahoden ewo ho
de yankubo ase
ahoden wo nyame eda so ebo ye ho ban o ma ye nso so ya dwene mu kura san bie mo ama ye hunu ne ma nso so mo se aban no ura mu a ena san hunu ne ma nso so mo Amenso amenewo kasa yi enye se public sector reform secretariat nonko. Amenso World Bank.
Okay.
As a coordinator for reforms, so World Bank. Yes, and so almost and so office of Ghana. Yeah, for reforms activities be a course or my Ghana no. So many tia. Many tia bane dia many dia chire, o man so many dia chire. ministries, agencies, and yeah, many do much. Until me track wo baby I will be a draw. Sounds me and share the man almost say how no was here draw. There they are cabinet. Na yako briefu president. Na me name new penny engineer ya Asafo Mafo. Ene disa adwuma no. Tie me enu na ya track system no. Ai tie ko cabinet ko briefu.
Briefu man penny time bia. Say na mo tracke aban nyuma ene mekano mo said e work mo tracke wo mo no esia ko anda na Akufo-Addo
me nua akoyie ya meka kire wo ne se sa asoyie na ministry ansa na kire be secretariat na didi kan akodi ni nsam no former president Akufo and editor was oba na public sector institutions no eneme ewo mu no na eneme nkoyie nti na wo sen sakraye eba ti no ope enimdefo ye wo ho adwene na omo de abehye nti wo de papa kwasindium ene di kan ba Dr Kwasindium yes na Dr Kwasindium ko ye nipa re so bi back kan ho na aban sakraye nso so ba ye eba for former president Agyemang ono so ene de ba secretariat from ministry to secretariat.
Yeah.
Yes, and or appointee and say CPP ni be a friend Ashon.
Yeah.
And also so baha. And also be but prominently no. And shada antini di papa. And shada antini di papa. Kopem say another dan Akufo-Addo ya. Or say me Kusi Boafo. Me ne me nua penny Asafo Mafo. Eni e mehwe na niema enkoyie. Enti aha na fe na ono so edenachi ema vice president Bawumia yo vice si enkamom ni enhwe ni emfansa kira ye emra eno kurenya me anim ni kay football team te say the brasta ehwie ya nko se me gu no to etefofro se gu no tefofro cause public sector institutions no na koye de obi a pen wo ye
time am ba ye no
do obi a pen na dwuma no in terms of performance o mark from 1 to 10 ya metumi ama wo mo be say 5 4.5 to 5 that is enko animu o bete we si ade bribe obi uko DVL ya jo bribe uko passport office ya jo bribe uko BF and death registry ya jo bribe o ma dan kure sisi ha se nyina o behwe na apro so by who say who remarkable change around this ministry. So while by who kasi see a lot of changes. So what I say equipment om dey adwuma and obi oba me secretary cross o nyina obi no ho onni equipment o dey adwuma. And so maybe by TV no ma page free and anka ka zo mdi si ha na tikopo enten tanya nansi na gumu na nya sam keto.
Office way
mu ya tete time na nye fese yo na ha nye fesa so call Ministry of Education ni ya kira say Ministry of Education ya o were be ho ukohe local government ya ko hebe bia na tuata no wo ansa na isi dan foforo Ministry of Finance ya minua edan no pro ya ma ugina kira akura na hu se ananse enwuno ne ntenta e de fa air condition ho bibi enya dwuma atutu agu baabi basa
as an offices room
and so near friend office any party mu sisi kabeka se wura washroom ka upie wa dari ache okra beti akọ wenya constipation tese eyade ana enye papa adwuma yefo oba ote so oba adwuma ntempa na chese envelope bibi su sara no yes upie obi office aje so otono the break ansa no ya adwuma ma oye adwuma no te sede wode boa enipa no woye nte sede wo momu no wo hia no more esene wo no
so mo je akatua
oje akatua onimu se onu nu nti kura na wote ha onu no te ha na wo taxes ni editua ne ka obetete o file na yira etoto aso sama odu okorhwehwa ma no kura je so juice ka document yi na yes ya yira penny ni ho we my obi a pen wo ye se uhwemu a na nya de a efe enti enwuma ne de na sei computer nya adwuma wo pe bibi a se abri kan pese me pe information bi edi free obi ho a ka je se mesuma o se me PRO no ewo next office mu twe a wo ko hokora obedi be 2 hours ana 1 hour and so on say my friend no a what the information ni nyina dey send ya breme ni apprenti ya breme so within a short time me information bia mepe e dey free no ho a america a move a minute na interviews ade no so no call foreign affairs ya all the diplomatic missions no so were staff no be ye frɛ wo mu free ho mu twa plane ticket ba hansan na interview wo mu for promotion Etu betimi aboka be $2,000 to $3,000 for an interview. Oba was envelope esu. Oba obeda hotel. So, obi kura ba makromfo agire sikada. Ewia ne bag. Amena timi ayeye. Ewo ha.
Was it na system no? How it was structured and then these are problems way back. And nipa ne wo mu no na omo attitude tesa.
Nipa no on say governance e wo de ejina no so se wonni ahokeka se wo de changes beba saa ne beye na wo ma ewo mu no so no and profit from the weakness of the system omunya mfaso free weakness no eno no odi sini dan eno no odi ton car eno no odi ten den sport eno no odi hwe ne masku eti weakness no a wo friend sa no eye wo bi business ya no wo pursue etu be ko passport office ho no goro boys no a wo mugu ho no eye wo ma eye adwuma no bi e wo mu no a na ache wo mu afate se taxi etu o be yeses uko DVL so ayesi goro boy bi no obetimi a work without the help of the worker
staff
the staff eti anwumere bia upon be yeses edemano eti wa usesi mayi no ayi wadi ti said obi ka taxi na onye sesi ya no ayi kwaje free no dey amani pa foforo to obi wo be se num obi wo be se du on free order no okura be 10 million and 1,000 to 2,000 Ghana a day na say any part no changes be now dey ba unresisted eti ni e be hia system ye be hia technology ICT na dey ayadwuma e wo man mu the nipa na pro awie waseye awie na wo obi convert bone e de dane sikaje a e de ye business ya menua ni ja ye eten e say galabze ya mobubodi are wo mo obutu galabze no omunim sezio no omo say no
siska o
omunim say yare no omo de beba ebi kura ebi aka won wo mo kura wu wom wakohye form ho mena bu aguru so amena hu bi wawu anso onfa ho sika eti ade e frɛ ni sika unye discipline ya enya bida na ebekum
sika unye discipline
enya sika okwa abompa yese urade ma me nya bida ma de me di bedidie nti na baabu mu obi se ahonya dodo no wompe de odi bedidi brosu bebre na unye discipline ya obitima wu
nti the system na ye weak na ne mankofo nya sika se de wo kan
me ni omunya sika eti wo de changes ba there will be resistance. There will be huge resistance. Yes, and in your friend reforms, just say you are changing from an old order to a new one. Yeah, what they prevent BBA, including ghost names. How says some intimate pay rules, so what you pay. Some I don't know what here. Yan some pum. Yan can't end us. What you may pay that? Home fingerprint. Home your teacher ni. Na ka teacher fu ewu di that na na musi yemfa foforo nsa amehwe o ma na yem wo nkokyera de. Adai na honhom no a yese otimi GPA no yemfa ni nkogina classroom. Se madro ba early. Wona kire form 2 no wu ye. Adai na yema ni nyina ho mfa honhom no. Na honhom no kra no odi be ku questions ye beba. Na gani ye bra ye dai. Omo ewu e dey free payroll no so omo ewu pa civil servants since independent. Meaning there are almost 86% of civil servants now.
86%?
Yes. Omo ewu. Woya ba adwuma, wakọ pension wewu, woya ba adwuma wewu afrim, wakọ ba adwuma wewu afrim. Na nka honhom ye adwuma nka currently the government will be employing less than 80,000 workers. Ka aka nya honhom no na e. So omo je akatua no.
No ahonhom no beje akatua.
Omo beje na enkrofo bi na ne wo omo kwache di. Enti nipa ni wu so report no, on report. Wo akona busuafo na yere ne ba ne nua. Na akọbọ na mane ye se, masa, mu nua wo yewu na me mfe din ne nko. Tisika no beko bank ho. Wo ja se, ne akọche. Ye ne bank manager no so ayawa. Enti echi mutere. Wo de ye one, me de ye one, bank manager de ye one. It is onye nipa be 100 ya wo mewu anu apia kogo.
Na katua.
Yes. Enti Ponzi schemes na eba ye no ne niema na eba ye ni beboni bebre na no omu didi o. Ghost names ya wo mu jigu ho pa no obitimi gi 50 na gu ho.
Nipa baako.
Nipa baako. No abie no te se enterprise bi na say obi di na katua fa ho ni nyina ye laafun. Ya wo mu gi a ebi a teacher ni wo gi be 20 million, we gi be 10. Wage be say wage 50 okay can bomu it's over 2 to 3 billion no makoche bank manager dey 1 billion do the connection ba 1 billion the wewu abusuan dey for dey 1 billion na o na papa wuo na 1 billion umu awano and your friend is syndicated thievery omo dey say armed robbers yaba ya omako wi ade no omo koche nti more or less no na ye grand scheme for corruption. The government was losing any contract ye twagum bebre over 5 billion Ghana cedis every year.
As a year, Ben, from
every year since 2016. Figures collated.
Yes. Figures are collated 5 billion Ghana cedis.
Yes, up to 2016.
Into ghost names and contract
pardon. In Changumu. Road no kura na ho enso ye wie am obi abediska.
How many ghost names am we identify?
Ghost names there we keep on removing them. Na eba.
You see a bit
of introduce system. Into here check it. The last time no na year August. And na the last year as a temperate. Where you now Tom print be you be you no dey free. National Service. Ghost names na nya asem ketwa. National Service was very close to 19,000.
19,000?
Yes.
Since 2016?
Yes. Senate was about 50,000.
Senate, 50,000?
50,000.
Ghost names?
Ghost names. Okay, can you know now a whooping number of around 80,000 persons. A ghost. GES, Ghana Health Service, and the Unimunina and Kofonugu.
And that was costing us 5.something billion Ghana.
And they are non contract pardon. So what I say, and also so can just as a result of correction related activities. And I'm a kind here. The ya move free ya monya time amonko osesbio. No so nkyere mu ghost wa ya pia de afiri ho. Enti say no a ya kọ abefo kwan so. Ya ye link Ghana card, any control and accountant general, any payroll, human resource management information systems, and also be hu no ha. Enyina document ya media ma we nyina ewum HRMIS. Ye de nyina ba. Ya ye building national database ecosystem. And on and say ya vice president launching no your friend of citizens app. Sorted.
Yeah.
Yes. It is an nyema we nyina wo be hu say uyu bi a uye ghost automatically e be you din afrim. Ya de alenke health insurance. Ya de alenke controller. Ye dia linke birth and death registry. Ye dia linke NI. Ye dia linke o bank no. Into your integrated system. Ya ye da ye be wo nga ne anya. E de be wo nga me anam sign contract no ha. E de contract no ma ye. Ya print close to 1.3 million booklets. Ya ye wo nga. Minu na ya capture. Unyini na autom print na kwa kakra yebenya na do autom print na ti. But wow number na the national ID no ya capture no day 1. It will be intimi be frame. Wane na ma bubu mo wire bia obusa no mi frasa aman kese mi free have be free no obeje passport. Ya be frame. Etini a build the family tree. Chef Rewa Agyemang.
Yeah.
Iti na wo register ebusa wo se wo maame. Ebusa wo se wo maame ne papa ne nana no. Unse ni ebusa sa.
Yes.
Iti ye be capture ni nyina. Ya the best link health insurance. U database NI link health insurance. We adwuma ho no na ekro. Ya the link bank. Ti etimi track o. And the property addresses, whatever property you buy, land, car, everything you use NI. It is a auto turn near my baby near na auto boomer. Now red flag na fe bebusa say unya usika we.
That's the system I'm building.
That is the system. It is amre pa no. We go hu no Rwanda. Na me ma taxi driver $100 onko se samre me. Also onko. Na me say ade na wo esi samre me na me mfe bi ntwa o car also onko. Ko se san wa ade. Na me say ade. Ose me kwa ebeba me national ID no so. Na signal be ko se menya $100. What me dey na say? Rwanda. They assess me income tax here. I better reflect it. Me so scanning ni wo me. Ti do betua ma me no nko an no e na be reflect it. E wo ma ade no.
Is the one ntimi nkosi $1 on the street. Abraham reflected where you so.
I better reflect it. Me so me call here no. Me di kan sesa $300 airport. Eti na capture also. Eti me call here no amesa kosi 100 no. E no mbuza me say na o discard dey. O ba ye we di 3 days. Wo mni mo hotel nyina wo da ye ne ho sika ebeje wo mni mo economy aduane a wo bedie whatever ba bia wo beto bia ya enter wo bia ecosystem no so. Eti wudimi ni skasa
$300 no.
Wudimi ni say was reflect omo boy na sika medie was reflect. Say ye be hu family tree no. Ye di free wona naso. Ye be trezia dia beduro onso ma woso. O manyina nso beba so. Eti na yakọ wo nkwanchen no ne ade ni nyina e betwam wo man Ghana o.
System no ma won chen
Debi ya capture kola no day 1 ne papa ne maame we
o ne chen so a be reflected.
E be reflected na so no won hwe makola no ye mfa nka se wonya Ghana ni.
Okay.
Eti wodi ye be bu sa wo papa ne hwan. O maame ne hwan. O papa maame ne hwan. O maame ne papa ne maame ne hwan na etrisi ko. Wo bon sa be bɔ pie udi enum. Na dia be hye wase. Eti da wo yire no call national ID so a wo mu pay information bi a print bra me wo print ya bon se wo ma no etoto aso no na wo miensa that insia na aba.
Interesting.
Asam ne ate hu no mi ni ati. Enye easy.
So on the issue of ghost names, you know, any contract padding cost or main that huge chunks of money. Mutimi nya nkrofo bi so mu me do mu fam.
Ya so bi mu na nam se wo court no nti. Mintimi modi. No no ya do ma ko parliament. Omodoso.
Nanzo maben ya yedin wo ho sa.
Oh, unzo bi wo a ware fande.
Ai binum ediska bi aba.
Obi wo ho onim ho e. Obi kura na ni kunu na wu. Wo ko ye no. No omko daada ne se ni kunu ne ye well no wo de kan ho se wonyina katwia abrewa o kura ne poma ni kunu na wu 15 years ago.
Na broni ji.
Ya deda na sie no wa ukugwa. Mimi Kusi Boafo akohwe ne na ni din bo ho. Etwa. Ami ya tresi no. Ami ya ko mu ma me no otema.
So ma manage ni kunu akatua.
Waje so onim ho hwe. Dia aka ne dia akoye mrasem. Se ne ma che okromfo ama. So unua no no ana don sabe fa no na waja no. Me prosecute. The Attorney General is there to prosecute. To attract your letters echo. Me ami Kusi Boafo. Nanka me ko Canada. Me enya anko. What you say? Me ko Canada. Me enya anko. And na sisi am phone so metimi e yi akire. $7,000. Me enya anko. Enti skano eba ye no. Me se me nko no. About 1 month time. And I'm a buyer. Me bano. Me tria skano 7,000. Me tria exchange rate, latest exchange rate ya take it.
Prevailing exchange rate.
Prevailing exchange rate difference. Differentials. Emma banyo. Esanso tria interest. Tamwa stay with me. Saban invest no elsewhere. Can faso say no benya. Mimi Kusi Boafo me tria. Before you say
one who offer so betua.
I know
that
the
system forced you to. Because you've been so abian kuntia so.
What would you say? Etimo kwa na parliament no ne ade no mpeso mu hu me nipa no odi se edwuma no. Ne ehwe ni ni baban. Metua ma ade ama. Me du mo ayi abremu enie. Ma gigi me receipt nyina. Ehu interest nie. Me du mo ade abremu. Me de me fan sen ka ban de koto bank. Ehun si hu bank obenya. Insi hu no kura ye commercial rate of interest and a treasury bill rate. Ti fan sen wo me ho no. Eye bosia. Me fan se bi ahe moto mu pema yi kire ma. So de apem fa so. Ai. O de da ma. Enti nyire so otua. Eti ne nyina no also otua na de maban to set a good example for others to follow. Jimi Kusi Boafo ma ye ni say no. Da bia mi ko hu se obi nso hu atechema. Na mo se onfeni na meka. That is why I talk. Na ya se kasa America se ni nyina no kasa bi sebe atedire ho otua meto a na me kwa akote am bue no obi be pa man so mu na me ye dey.
Because kasa no there. What can we bring? Interviews be especially on the economy before Abenyi Beba. Many areas are now criticizing the performance of the economy. Now, said the last bin American said, and they didn't come on if the economy is in the hands of the IMF. Many Ushiana ye didn't come here. Mr. Boafo, you explaining this.
Okay, me da say. The be chire mu ni ba briefly ma menye one who document we. O de obetimi afa e de akire wo mo na wo mo ahwe e frɛ no National Public Sector Reform Strategy. Ai infographic na ekura wo no. Eno na da ho no. Kona kohwe se de yisi build oman no infographics no na da ho. Eno ne tete.
This one.
Eno ne tete.
These are infographics here.
Ko page 3. So, ye ba ere de be hu ye say bitu kwan kokọ baabi bebre including Rwanda.
Yeah.
You call Mauritius, you call Seychelles, you call DR Congo, you call Morocco, you call Canada, UK, US, Sweden, and all the other South Korea, and when you call your country, but they are best practices. Countries so I say here, and they say here, or your PS, you know, Musi, so Malaysia, Singapore, South Korea, and the other, they know. Nina, you know, mono aye. Iti we need a strategy to develop public sector, and for that matter, Ghana. So, they are try be
yeah.
So, minya say aban de aba.
Yeah.
Are bosom say edua and wa kwose sabo no atwetwe mogya go hu. So ati ase and wa paku ya baby no apentie. Ayense kaka mutu binya sa na de nwira kokko ni fita abo. And wakopa ko contact no atutuo. No wakopa ponchi bi nguma no akekere no aye ni se dufa. And wa penti ho. aka honhom na ebewura mu na ada ne bosom na ma. That is the spirit of the government. And you obetimi aye to obi atimi ye bi. But honhom na ebeba bewura mu no eni asem no.
As a wait me renovated dying for public sector reform. Now all the placard that born. And the this is public sector reform. Secretariat. So aka adwuma mo be.
Aka adwuma no kwa wo ye no hwan na ye na ka de be no ode ye no ye no pepa as a patriotic citizens of Ghana. No ti ase or even a camouflage thief. Na de na betena ho a wo so here public sector work. Every cry, no minister na ekromfo. So a minister. A whole president can be a thief.
A whole president
can be a thief. Sani Abacha ade no anwia. Suhato ade no anwia. Boboto seseko ade be no anwia. Woni mo mo aba afre wo mo president na anum sika wo no mawia na asase so aba o man to. There are countries ya wo munye ni papa panti. Singapore woni mo ho a ebe ye onwanwa. Atesa no manum. Singapore may not even be closer to Central Region. Hong Kong. Me nua ko duru ho a obehu. Me duru Gibraltar. Ujiri tira utu ani a usan hunu tire. Ripa ne nam ho last one no corner no a etwa kuro ne to no. Kura wani ko so ya utimi hu nipa. Se nipa na ekọ no. Eti aya na be se bia aha ekopim happy FM. But why are they doing well? They don't have natural resources. They have capable people. Yeah, we believe in their country. We work with systems. They love their country and they work with the mindset of possibility we must do for the country, ourselves and the children. And yes, major problem no hako. I do a best Ghana yare better, you know. But who will drink? There must be sacrifices. To obey no na yere. Agyemang, o papa anom, me papa anom, ebi nom kaka o test hwe. O ma anom.
Ka hwe.
Na obi dwane ye. O so na nanom test hwe. Na omu dwane ye. Politicians aba o be test hwe. Na omu dwane ye. Aka de odi begu nanum guna. Na ye pegative. Na ye mu nsonsono na mu aboni ni nyina free ho. Ni ya redefine nipa ni biem. Ni ya na dream di apro ni nyina ya prutuguo. But who will do that? To do that, you will have a lot of enemies. Serious challenges. You must come with an empty hand and you must go with an empty hand to do that. It will be a better politics mu a wasi wanya sika na onya bi data.
Abenya sika
na politics na no oni bi ana abusua no ni generation of wealth bi ni edi agya no. Ana wono enye ne private business bi and war pursue. Na your politics no ma say me Kusi Boafo meti hey pay na say menya sika wa ha. I am a thief. Yes, I'm a thief.
You're saying the politician now when nya sika wa politics no or no kromfo.
Enye se ono na ye adwuma nya ne baby. Ana wono a ne private consulting Canada no di aba.
Ba so obewura mu no
abepa bia ho kromfo. Otimi explain ni kira mi Kusi Boafo a improve me wrong.
Say what
na mu
asem anu edi o.
I mean say na mu ni no pa de a. Wo ba no se mu hu ni shirt ye hye no ni nafuru. Ani na nantu ne ne to. Ani ba bia no okodidie ne dan a wotim. Ana mo classify no de ne ka ahiafo. Buruburofo. Ana na mu nim se oni adwuma bia wo baabi. Woni bibia enu obaye enu abenya ne hu say tam abesisi isle gwawaden ibia. There is a huge question mark. Be ompebi ombetimi de mako etu hwe mu a strategy no hwe say na na say ye be ye Ghana na fa no hwe pillar ya ye say Ghana no o jamaye pillars of the strategy.
Sure.
Ya na draw ye ye encourage to ye be 1-1. Why no Ghana ebe focus on citizens and private sector. Into citizen and private sector focus public sector. Moko amunhwe mu nyina.
Yeah.
Nipa. Hey, ubu man said dia ne nipa ho antono a onye hwe.
Agyemang su ahogire na mpanyin ye hwe.
They have benefited. They have benefited. Yes, citizen. Anya wo nko a wote ase o. Wo nana ka ho, wo baka ho, generation yet unborn. E ka ho bi. That is the definition of citizen. Na I say wo nko a de be pe ma rensa, adidie wa furu kakra no watwa nkontomo akọ rensa tena ka mu ne friend citizen. That is ordinary working biological body. It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything. It's a citizen. A generational. A chirimentin she ye ni bi wo ho a ene na na do aya. Benefit ne be banana na do ntiase. Menye Nyankopon de. Some of them will be 10 to 15 years. Said the why ye nyina wo focus said the bia Ghana be ye lupre. But do you see it today or tomorrow? Or the next day or 1 week time or a month time?
Oh yes, Ghana be ye lupre. Yes,
with that mentality, robotics and artificial intelligence.
Yeah.
This may crystallize within 10, 15, 20 years. Na nyame ye na domo a na no otiase. Na no kwaji so obi so mu no na kogina ho so o mehwe bi sa luprenitu. At most. It is oh yeah, o chechire wo manyen a, it is so abe wiase na wo be wo. Make sure say enye wo nko a, eye wo nko ade a, emo akora nwene saa o. Aboa, wonwene saa. Entatia edi 24 days no awu. New year, the last span no. So entatia 24 days. So on the day of year 11, no I shall say a tunkusia. No be pa nemba.
O say generation bi dinachi.
Was spending close to 10 days preparing and saving food for the future generation. Dina be huntate bia opa bubu pan ogu ha se ombeba.
Ba sisa.
Opa kumta freto ha se ombeba. De wonti mi kura no ye. No so abebe. Na nka wo max na abebe o te se tatia na abebe so wo a. Kati se de wo kokuru dan we nyina so. Na akoka kire Ghana ni se be so a edan ya ye wo mu nyina. Wan ka se otiri mo den. Enso tatia be so. Obeso atefre. Maybe 100 times a size. But then be kwa training ma. Entatia mu ebe wi ase obo ya kokosem nya wan se entatia na se aheda.
Dabi.
Enti na Nyankopon ka se wo ye kwadwofo a kwabo entatia na kosua na kwan. Na hu de efre no enyansa. Won de Nyankopon de o se o meka ncho se su enyansa ko aboa ho. So some of the animals are intelligent. They are citizen focus. Ya be ma nipa ho atono. Okura no benya bi utiri ye utimi nya bi me Africa metua me offer ase no nko a enson school fees any extended family related matters ini pension no be abeje me 10 million wan ka say sanka 70 million ori akeka bom enu fie me ensan no a obi ebe kokwa wie me nua me top rot. That is the benefit. That is the benefit. Na me wo kwa na me de ato nantwie.
But the so manfo so no ye ahokire enyema boyeden enom ne ya
Yesu ta akokra na Yesu pan okra na omunya bi ni na Yesu Kristo ekope pan no na wacha ma wo madi ahokire eye human made eye expectations obi wo ho ade wote no na no nekrofo bi ba me akokra betena emrante omo ho ofe ehia wo mo na enkoyie ma wo na busa wo se wo be wiase wasua adwuma da wo se da bi wasua driving onsua wako school eduru he wantimi ankyere me bibia na am say dey na ehia wo a eyo kwa. You must be poor.
System no more ha.
No, you must be poor. You must be poor. We take cry yourself when you from America when you tade asha wo dey aba me ha. You should be walking naked. You should be walking naked.
If you say onye adwuma onye and that's why amamu osu azam be creating adwuma ma.
Dabi amamu ne de ya na menti biase. Government is only an enabler. government be create enabling environment to say the nyame be create enabling environment bo wiase Ghana die ni o resources ni Togo die ni we die ni we ni wa wo be hu de so hwe no what you say wa wo be hu de so hwe no no wadi ye wa wo be nya nimde no wadi ye or say lack of knowledge my people perish one can say lack of miracles oh. God will never fault you for not producing miracles.
Man and dog.
Aye. Sepa say nyankopon man I ba how many days in the trip and no crana conditions wo. Eti miracle knowledge ni there.
Man and na conditions wo.
Na conditions wo wan sore ntem wan kwa. Ya hyehyɛ. Nti akwadwofo no kura nya bi andi possibly. Na me ni hɔ de. But akwadwofo no wo ma ni mira no so no. Ebi wo be kwa na apro. Ya watam bi awia ni pia na ananekɔ. Du nya bi ni. What you say? What you say? Enti na tomfo ba bi e ho hye no. No abɔ hɔ no montem. Edwo a ontimi mbɔ. When you are young, nkrofo de abrabo di agoro saa when they are young, when they should be learning, when they should be accumulating knowledge, when they should be getting better friends, good leverages and moving them across so that he get better consistency in future for himself and his children. He will use that time sleeping, complaining about unnecessary things that he has no control over. When you control. So what me dey na say. Eti uhwemu a enipa de ehun hia. Me nimze nkrofo asu.
Yeah, go for.
Nkrofo esu. But obi wo ho adwuma no nso no a wo ye no. Onim hu nimde enti na say lack of knowledge. Kope nimde. Nimde no a ye de ye adwuma no nko obi wo a wakwaje bank bosia. O se me ka aye dada me de akoto ka atrem. Unim se me wo Kumazi se na enu meka. Umu za ka ne da bia na mu mepia. Umpia bi da.
Maybe I interview pia ezi pia.
Mo nse pia.
Dey na oboy ni friend say. Boy bia che omu branding no we bi no.
No Clinton. No what the cotton pan.
Oh the cotton pan.
Pan no nya me ana me kodu emre. And dey dey bakery.
Yeah.
Me say me lecturer, me chartered accountant. Ana ka no so ya branding no no omusan de ton pan. Omuso omu ma menye. Enso sa time no na me kura sika ebetima ton land cruiser. Na me de akoto asase 300 acres. And asase no na nimon to abeje odi to gold. Valued around $5 million. What would say this here? It menya sa adwen na mkoto land cruiser. En Canadian cruiser no way. So sometimes you must have the knowledge. No adwen when you foresight no abo ho mpaye me koto asase kwa na grofo bi esre me say oh akwa bi a waba wonu de edisika ye and also obeta asase no abaye afuo krache ni na twe wo mo sre me so afi go du no apie ho no no eta me kura de say wo mo ya ade so mton ma me memo mu bi ade won say de sitie na memo mu bi ade eti me to ye surprise ho ni pia me ka me enya masem poli nyina me na me ka
Poli enya fe
sana unim na nkora kete kure be na kora we na enya ka na we na enya ka what do you mean penim die wo you know na hwe say me what do I represent what is my aim in this world enim die na me pa na ma position me ho ena bi ade ne ka no kora efe no o pe bibi agise obi ho sure. Janika na efe no. So, etimire bia wo ne mbre, wakwaji sika wo de beye adwuma, wo de betrim, wo beye expansion, wo de ba be pet technology, e de aton niema. Ene you know so me de akoto ka etim. Ebi kura wo nko a wo no yire na wo girlfriend. Abemo ankete kuro nuru ho a, wo raise ego bi ama no.
Yeah.
Status symbol ebekun. Udo hu kochiem na wu free mu a ya afi ni abesere wo usi form ina aka no we
baga emre
untimi ni di choba untimi ntokokwa ya toton untimi ntonkate that means you ni kura me ya ba ye kotokwadu abrami amma bedi no ha mi 20 series or 10 series kura meme maboku banom na meko ma free betuma tonkate ya wa ha so what me dey na say ada me distribute to mengo akola bi obehu ye ka me de ka de be si ye no o ma mi so me yi ngo no kofo galo yi bi na wu me mfa nko na akola no tata brofo se wa wie university ni ade and o ma me se ko he papa no te ka nu no a wo yi ngo no ba no qualification papa party afi akola no be hu me no asado to me say besrew ma me yi nkoma go at ase ana me amebo ano na yi ni de ko sometimes wo pe bibia ese obre wo ho ase nyame obre wo ho ase ana oboa wo sika no de wo pe de aye o wo pe sika de akope ma wo pe de akowensa wo pe de akotoka de akoyi ehi nyame mo awo
nti we so
o pe de aboa ama system bi akoso nti obi timi se na adwuma mu sika nyina de akasesem ni aye ba yeri nyina na metimi akọ atutu ntuma me abedi machi ai mo de mekọ de aka no iska sem mobile money ni na makakureti minfiri wo mra 22000 eze masa mebra wo 500 mesra obi a de ma bi esikwan amtim baby yeah twa na fa send me what they send here na comment here thank you for burying your father here and there or your relative near in my free no so ani age ni nyina ya share social media information me ko ya betuma boka 2000 wo me share obi nim Kusi Boafo masa onto we ma ye na namu abetwam wan say dey sit
here anu boy si opanyi we ni trimu ade o ana me boy opanyi we ni
me che bu che o mo ti ase ya me che me di bebre betra ma me kire o mo emo o mo ti ase obi okra okreska nso onim de ade
yeah
me ko America obi kreska onim de ade so nya me nua no mpanimfo me ko ya na mo ka twom se da bi mo ko kreska na mo tete ya na ma obre ye nya ni sa obitima ye amaniema akọ kama aboa so on series tie no bo se wo ye ni nyina nti so aduma no munimdie wo nimdie wi ya fa no market no build the human relations enipa you can isolate yourself
sure
enipa wo ba isolate hu anu wawu ana wa bodam ana ye do akọ wo he bochire and isolation ebeboa wa na yare bi abowo a wo de be sai wo bi na wawu nim se yare we me de be sai wo bi anyesa you must mingle with people, fraternize with them, get bigger constituencies. Etime aduma minya bi o ha minya Minister of Finance ya, minya Bank of Ghana. So what did I do? I decided to go and teach. Na me ko kire nkrofo ade mo munya ye chartered accountants we and the Ghana accountants we could more than 300 chartered accountants. Ya me mean some no mo fai. When we say this city no we could have more than 300 even though na me panashe wo mo se bitiri more than be pass wo so me minim say with testimonial no me ka so pass here there is no testimonial bigger than that me am ba so nim black man me feri
yeah
so nim so papa feri and no mo desre
they desre
o pass na me do time pass here me ka kire and so them go for pass you that was your brother call and ono na ye revenue officer special EMB and o ya accountant ni bia ta ono so hwesi kaso so eto mre bia ba ko bi o interview o mu hu CV and o mu sa so onim Kusi Boafo o mu sa bi no eni ni parents sorko private man bi Kusi Boafo ko a ono wa ka kire o se one mouth testimony we good lady no ano. They didn't interview him again. And Umujaye no. Or we say papa ne there. And son no be ka kire o say uye good no wa bre. TV there. Yeah, ko enti uko pillar 6 ya. Nyama no wo mu. Pillar 6 in digitalization. Enti ube hu no.
Okay.
Ube hu pillar 6. E ho na no ne last one no. E no ne digitalization. Yeah,
no. Modern reforms no atwafa.
Modernize and Zuba ohia digitalization no ayakaka no hono money and vice president office so we say we be digitalization hona ye be modernize Ghana systems it free na ekoi ye train ye nkwala ye suku sem ye bibi move towards that ye improve systems ye improve DVL or equipment whatever ni nyina free me office ya passport office or machines we ni nyina free me office ya into the queuing system and no am to say former president to say oko DVL abe adwuma 24. It is already there. Me and am saying some contract in
DVL
it has been awarded
24 hours.
yes they say uber apply and I can't no omunya the bank can be register na ye mo you can register the regions ye busa womo ye your friend system womo dey be check roadworthiness any ade ye decentralize and you know kwa amanfo be amount you were certified private individuals and the companies
some passport no
the passport so passport and then also so
ye concran
no ni nyina na free machine no ye wie system ni nyina na ye machine no what you say machine no na nya ordinary passport very chip embedded what kind of be ntiase Ghana passport no what na we say ani hu se we Ghana ni o no international civil aviation database system so
ye hu se we Ghana
dabi na Nigeria for ni nkrofo bi betwetwa bi fam no so say the chip will be wuram ni capture no ta radar no so timi Kusi Boafo kra no me call South Korea wo me de me passport no wuram no mu nti wo ma metena ho ansa no mo verify the year se koso a ye di wuram a etimu se Ghana ni the genuine passport that is what say kra ya she biase ye be roll out ya sha se kra ndi say no enti say wo passport wa apply bidda who apply you be so why apply passport be that a cross check it anya kan no obitimi kwaji be mienu miensa no say why apply be that wo san kwa you be and a database no so you integrating into no unhia tom print ni biem de be ye no ye be twe free NI ho na e de aba na e de connect tinu an say wa fill form no now the NI card e come na integrate and on the citizen app no vice president launching no nansen ya you know nti ube kono na twe o tom print na ba dada near do call sa chip embedded no nti di wuramu ba bia etimu se Ghana ni obi ntimi meye bi mfe hyem na no ebe ko o family tree no amebo di kire wo no akoya analysis no sa kwasi manu no ana kwa ame Agyemang ofure no da Agyemang abusuamu ana the information chese ne nananie ne nananie ne wofanie we say nie na mpa captured and send ya printed the amount who wan ya passport office be frɛ wo sebra who pese o change udin ekura wo Ghana ha ye bedru mirebi no you must go to court see wie akora ye fa no ye register na birth there afi wo ni birth certificate ya watra age bi no ya we say media ya wo metetete etwabu no. It is only the court that can give you approval for you to do your birth search.
Fact sheet happy 98.9 FM. Ebusa enkomo no said ye di no da ne da ye de enkomo a ehia na betimi aboa ma wawia no emu akoye ne ebewura public sector reforms. Ye ne era Mr. Thomas Kusi Boafo ena edi nkomo na yeji en adwenkyere enu susuye ehwe aban adwuma a wo ye enom ne ade mitwam ho aba me ba ye beto ankomo no so. Fact sheet happy 98.9 FM. Abuza yedi nkomo na ya dwenjene Ghana ho said the omano esiko na ahoboa oman ne ye kakra ne akoto aba. Na me bisa Mr. Boafo about the IMF program and the baby okay. And at the beginning of the program na me bisa Mr. Thomas Kusi Boafo I am a guest. He's a CEO public sector reforms ono any no edi nkomo and IMF program baby akodru the economy of the country in just about 10 minutes my yenhwe no na yenhwe baby ye gina and that's all for us to work out of the IMF and said you more promising before assuming power in 2017 no ebribi ba yemfie ni nche IMF obi ma Mr. Boafo ya ententan na chichire ya na ye criticize emu an ye wo sese and wo hwe yen exchange rate and other economic indicators enya konosa and people continue to cry as ahochire women
yo me da se me nua ye wo mni se Yenina enim. Abandada no ya na John Dramani Mahama dia no. Eda no utumu se ye ba ode ekọ IMF. Ese mo okeka e de mo a mo be ka kai bebre. Enti Ghana for years onko. Na do danko Akufo-Addo ni Dr Bawumia befa. And pass over far no 2017. Na 2017 me be June 2017. The nature of the economy no naturally say one. You have problem with their service. Bosia ho pensi ho. Wages and salaries etia. You have arrears e ka atitia kamu. So and your war systems are a permit corruption. Coast names in ho near ya bubu din ni ewo. You war infrastructure, huge infrastructure deficit. Akwan and in the America can ho nyina. And I feel country no direction in terms of social policies, economic programs, no. They are ill directed. Ya you who baby are continuing in the mukwa. Ya more munimus economy. Dum so ahaye. John Dramani Mahama na free ukura GDP of $65 billion US. Gross domestic product. Jamo handi over mananado. Na be $59 billion US. From 65 to 59. The only president here, yeah, the economy action in sa what gross domestic product so no. That was the damage of Tumso. $6 billion US. That was the damage. So say our economy by the end of the year, as we speak today, is $76 billion US. As we speak, per September data, and to me expect 78 billion a year, yebenya by the close of the year. The Nanado be moving from 59 billion left by John Dramani Mahama to 78 billion. That is not their one so. So in terms of gross domestic
as of product, September, a month ago,
76. 76, no. And on I'm there. We expected say at a growth rate of 6.9 during the second quarter and around 5% in the third quarter somewhere. We expect to say with this growth momentum, no, you beat me a hit 78, no. To beat me on dear or the Ababekan. The Anya Hekra, Nanado, it beat me at the bare $7 to $8 billion. Ababekan. Or also so at so $6 billion US. It is not just a war, and which you want around that time. Samreno. Now there wasn't anything that modernization. And Pananado Beji and you who say economy no a move. You koya 7%
growth.
Yes. So in 2020, and I may catch you say no matter what, who boom my na aturenchen biba neka ewiase nyina wonu wo mu trade wonu wo mu wo relationship be it economic or social asemato it is obi ewu okrom ana obi akosha konfo mo hwe ye mrante e wo ho ye be ka se munyina munya ba de kro na mo meseni enko hwe de wa hye akọ hwe de wa yera no na wotwe na mugu wiram Itika na awotwe no do ani bu se obenya 10 cedis ya won hwe ya obenya 0 wodo ani bu ya eti bibi te se war eba na eson to the extent say eya kan ewiase pa di pe say First World War, Second World War, the Russia for international geopolitics eba wo du okro bu frɛ no Cold War eno no de na aye no fen no mtutu this and no the depression ba economic depression what you see ufri recession now called depression and ka COVID dey call recession odibi kura eduru up ye 3 years say ye san pull back as about growth recovery kasamre kura kaminua wadwane kura jawere keja dem
COVID
no eto amu bepemo na anke yaduru depression but we ase born no modern fight pa ka na nunum nipa dodo ewu wi ase ebi kura nko ameto yan ke bi kura ka ye kwasa ma do ta kura wo be kura ka ntim megina ha se wo ye program ni nya ye program a eba ene be se yi wi ase America so far China so far Canada so far Europe wo mu nyina so far kwai ni namu no fin my countries be suspended wo mo budget Brazil a whole sports stadium wo mo etu amna na obusie nipa wo mu wi wo ma cover no badua nsensan ama wo ma bobo next time bebo stadium na chiro nti da bokwa obi e bo match wo ho a na wo se spirit betuma she go ni bi ama Brazil
but beyond that Mr. Boafo
me wie ma me check
ye baby ya bedro no
ma me chiro baby ya bedro
2020 ABC Sabre 2024
recovery will go up to the middle of 2027
ene mu nyanyoe
emu eja ye kura no aye be recover fully globally a middle of ye lucky and 2027
Ghana dey and globally makosa Korea no me ye nyina makohwe wo mu nyina books mu as I speak now Germany is inching towards a recession of a growth rate less than 2%. UK no mu nyina da dwem Japan no mu nyina da dwem Ghana growth rate of 6.9% is the 5th highest in the world by the second half. And the Ghana countries recovery is very, very fast. It is faster than most of the countries. The only a penny Africans. Omo makari nyina de da say. And the Ghana no who say and go to Burkina Faso and see what is happening. And the Ghana the recovery ni no. You can see Ghana say one problems in every hall. No. Debt restructuring, the most difficult, Abana is successful. Social interventions and economic interventions unaffected. Free education, what is here? School feeding, what is here? Health insurance, what is here? School, Niama Bebre in term. Even road construction is going on, including interchanges. Cause school junction ni botema na kohwe roads ya ekoso kotema mebe ya da ombebie sa tema motorway flyover. You will see for yourself that this is an edifice. Makokumasi akohwe so ame makofa kaso akohwe kwan no so makota krade mawo mu akopem anyankwanta ekwan no nyina mafa bantemanom mako ehwa no area ho no mo a bonwire no side ho enya mako hu Boankra inland port ya ma hu technology ma hu school dan ya yesi ma hu step ma hu kwara eco school free na gabi ya covid ni ku wa na ote one musem go to school fees. You won't do that. Obi asabe ye do operation ya doctor enyen kan to mo so de ma petition ka media but it abana force wa ye bi inflation unum de kokan 54%. Is it still staying there? The answer is no. They say we are within the lower level of 20%, maybe 23, 21, 22. Maybe around 21.5, 22 meaning say you're trying to have their servicing. Ni ekukuru sika puduo de kokotwa bosia ho nsi ho ne ade no eka no ya extend bi ensi ho ne ya tibisi interest rate averaging 21%. It's now 9% as I speak now. Ya de kan bi ateye on feni kura 4.7 billion US dollars, about 12.9 billion US dollars cash flow and debt servicing and relief. Yeah, diama ye. Na bibie koso. Ye nkwala edaso eco school. We are doing our elections. Yeah, ye nimu a largely
peaceful. Ghana is registering trade surpluses. Yeah, near me a cotton abruchiri, and gradually things are coming. Technology, yeah, they be fight corruption. Nina so Ghanaians are on a platform, a beboa warm, obesity digitalization, a docrony. You must start. Ghanaians are not asking the candidates critical questions. Ghana ye yo anya wo Kusi Boafo wafuro tom anya wo nko wafu Ghana ye hihye edija eyabusua. So you need to make sure say generation no a wo ho no uja ho a next generation what position wo mo say pro enti na me say aduro na enwono no aduro no na Max, me sheshe ba ya pese me hwiegu anu ma wudwane a o se Ghana fo so nyina pese pigu.
Yeah.
And indeed we must drink.
The currency is not performing. Yes, you can.
Currency required there stabilize it. Otherwise, it should be reading by 25 cedis per dollar by now. Let me tell you, if we had not done what we have done, it should have been that. People would have killed for oil. Huebe. Ghana for AU. Is that the sign of a desperate and dangerous person living in perpetual poverty? But I'm telling you, go to DR Congo. They are queuing for banana. And correct ball so pediane. Burkina Faso
2024.
Yes, Ubeko. This is a choba. Nsaba this a kwabrani gina ho check ma this a obeba na kwara na mafufuru so no odeko DR Congo omo hwehwe ball aso upon wa just okohwe ball aso ekosesa enamo nkase echeche kelenge enkura nketenketi bi no omo ne number ti saboto kura no ukopa bi hua bo wo mu ja cheche awowo ba omo we wowo pa kwara ni nyina we wowo na ade aba ni etwitwa mo be sie buru eti saka pinchi na mudi makwagu ho ni anoa no mahwie ketechire nom anyina omowe cricket omowe
because of economic hardship and as of 2024 DR Congo because Congo they say a war-torn country afi no mo
our resources and America kire wo no COVID was bigger than any war apart from the First and the Second World War that I have seen. COVID devastated economy equivalent to the size, 4 times the size of Africa. And they say, American fortune is $7 trillion. Moment man jiska. Kohe Germany is ko utwegumu. Kohe Britain is ko utwegumu. Economy senya Adam Smith na dibe wiase. Enya Scotland no free. Kohe hia ono. What you say? Meran Keynes enya American no free. Ana nko akoye ya friend say okotwe sika ayise edi agum. Janet Yellen ya owo World Bank and IMF board so ne ade enya hormo na wo mu nyire free. Paul Samuelson onti ase wa America ho. Ana nko mu twe sika enso so akwa hwi agum. Alfred Masha wo mu nyina enya enu wo mu free. Osri anom ani ade London nya London no free. Nanka de na calendar for inflation to do double digit. Sen kom de nko si won mabo. Wo na tro book na me kan yibie. Etikam de mi wo mu lebrani. Mi wo mu goro boy ne me. Wo di ase e ti se ka wo hwe mu a. Baby economics puduo esie pa no was heavily affected. It is a problem na buru ewiase so. Wo mu see for the past 40 years problem being say bigger to see Germany growing for negative consistently for 3 years almost to a depression. Almost will be for the past 20 years. Abrochire ye Europe ye nyina ye Germany and only the burger and did the burger be yase. Ubani do sika nyina as burgerlus. So at here. Oh Ashton burger. Oh go from burger.
Yeah. Burger
Adabraka burger. They are talking about Hamburg. Your friend said burger. And Canada you could have Britain and the kuku school.
Yeah.
Any other day. near from Bogana man for shall say form. In fact, the powerhouse of Europe is Germany. A wooden na corner Germany so far, almost so far, a fire. What there was a huge turbulence. Almost side, almost strike. Almost you say Britain strike. What the train mu is the train driver and also strike. Where's he from? Into Munsorin Coffee. Where's he from? Munsorin Coffee. Me mako. Me ni DVL for and a call UK. Ya sala ya buku no ha. Amado ombeji ye no. Wo mo je. Ye di enim se wo mo se eduru ho ani atwa. Ye di ya relax ya copy ho. Ye ko ye di line no so. Na the project manager ko na Aginiska. Na DVL deputy CEO ko. No Aginiska na different. Ni bia beka ho. Afei na wo mo IT specialist no nso ko no mo dia wona ni na bika ho. Misum ko duru ye na between the project manager no ene me no a matter of 10 minutes na 5 pounds abeka media no. Nyam se adai. Omo masa how they demand and supply na dey hwe o. Anya time wa ubuku ye no entu ubuku na wo ma ya na ubuku no 10 series ya. Ubeduru ebetimi akobe 20 cities. And the variables, economic variables, said they use a calculated cost. And you do a chin so better different. And part you do no so to a different price.
That would definitely show on inflation in the country.
Yes. Inflation was getting to 11% around that time. They been see that. America over 7%. They been see American. They didn't pump Donald Trump. As a result of this, we created 123,000 jobs per month. Ni nyina pepe gui. Afi no twesika gum. O twesika no gum no ko pay debito so. O say friend quantitative easy. What you say? No de bobo ankrofo. Enti wo ma no be kikikiki no. E na onyi ska baji we koji social. Ti na ankrofo bi kwatete ho ye phone. America de wo mo enya dwuma nya ye cheska ma wo mu di. Wo mu suro there could be mayhem. America no, what you mean to come nipa? Uncle for to be tisi classroom there, your mobile bunker photo. And sometimes no, so just can go more and cannot. So at yes, yeah. If you go what they have a pair of natural resources and assasako. Ukoko, and new timber. And new gold, no. It will no and cannot. No, trebi gum. And nothing a man for ye be said the system is unfair. That is the reason why you have breaks. So, to challenge the dollar. And why is this so? Because when say Drew Wankophobia, we are much bigum. Because in our COVID, they are buying what you Marco printed 13 trillion US dollars. Europe and America. Would a baby good system? I mean, watch it. Omi and so MP currency. Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, and Ekikabum and Omoko pair Middle East for Ababekan Hua. A FBD application call. So I will say the city. Almost you almost dear. No almost what the currency no move. That is the nature of the system. So as we speak now, all is not resolved. We still have a journey. Yeah, the one step and the best practically. That is why I told you. Maybe Kusi Boafo there. The mimi who no full recovery. For this full recovery, no interest obi ntimi nye yewu. Full recovery, no interest ebi awunya aduane. Full recovery, odo nsabe fa wa fuso. Ya fe de say yare no, na say covid no kura that say bi etetete tokuro bi mba bi. Ya wonhu bi emu. Maybe 2017 and me hu bi bisa. Wo man me course nyina no. Around 2016. Into ye crowd here. Yen fan say 2017. Ghana need a growth rate between 7 to 9% consistently for 10 good years. So you need a government that will give you that assurance. Growth rate in our we must double the current GDP to about 160 billion US dollars. It's in agro. And globally, technology in Kwabe added 13 trillion US dollars globally. And Ghana must play a significant role. Yankwala na ben ewo IT.
You see a push you around.
Me ba over 7 years any bibia o mobile phones. Problem bi ba ko no kra na resolve. Onim computer. And na yebofo nyida wo munim mu. Wo munim bia ye artificial intelligence robotics. Yeah. Ghana for akọ China, America nom. Because baby Ghana for prempefo ko di first no because ko busa wo. Afia ko bi for timi ya lupre. Me sa amre na friend atwaman e ho na because secondary school. Minia na boys and girls and then no ma change the aba beto asanta hene. What you say? Yeah ho no ni esinte and no mo ye robot. So
election 2024 Nanado ene ne kwa woko ene the economy said the city ene mo candidate Dr Bawumia against the former president.
Well, minimum John Dramani Mahama as former president, as an MP, and even as a former president, as a minister, minimum no. As vice president, minimum no. And I mean Dr. Bawumia as deputy governor of Bank of Ghana, and also as a candidate for Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo for about 8 years. And San Oba as vice president. And so we name what he stands for. We can say me over high pono. Meaning any election and there was a satisfied constitutional mandate and a requirement. Because we don't need election to select the two. We don't need an election.
It's constitutional.
The queuing to vote, printing of papers, and then all this campaign community are all waste of time. Former President John Dramani Mahama is nowhere near Dr. Bawumia when it comes to pure knowledge, intelligence, on governance, and patriotism.
Governance, near president.
Yes, now I'm saying governance. So what time would you come to Kura when you can't be? I come in your friend Kukura. Come in
pure knowledge on governance.
Pure knowledge.
Because if you have economics.
Yeah, pure knowledge. Knowledge is not a cumulative.
Okay.
IT, economics, agriculture, everything. That is the nature of knowledge. I can give you knowledge. Agri commit me the amount. What the ICT more meet me the amount. Faculty politics in football if you are meet me the amount. History, I will give it to you. Philosophy, psychology, education, I will give all of them to you. And only a friend, cumulatively, and only a friend of knowledge stock.
Now say former President Mahama.
Oh man.
With all his experience. Because
experience can be experience of failure.
Yeah, why a vice president? Yes. In fact, why be assemblyman, member of parliament, deputy minister, vice president, the president himself, who say he's nowhere near Dr.
Now, we so paper back watch on the 5 times, and so there be failure. Adams, about reset bear 5 times, and there be failure. We've been so sure about copy, what pass it. It told me you know one the experience. They were fairly do one. And they were experience. What is your definition of experience? Is it experience of failure or experience of success? What means failure? What also what experience review? And you don't work as experience, you know. On that type of experience. If I'm writing a book about
experience
governance
of having been in governance, oh.
Yes.
So what about Bemupe? These are the experience
it will reflect
as an MP.
It will reflect. It will reflect on your policy direction, social and economic. What do you mean when we say watch out policy direction, Peter? What do you mean when we say watch out succession plan, Peter? He doesn't know anything. What? 16 years in governance, 16 years sitting back as an opposition, 8 years as an opposition. What is what my prophecy? One single thought through, cut through. Policy
24-hour economy.
24-hour economy is demand and supply driven. obi ntimi mfemranye. Is it the disco or a jata sort of economy or economy of drinking sport, economy of wache eating, economy of kenke, digitalization, or is it economy of what?
Employment, for 3-ship system. According to
where?
Like your
let us make one now being so better so no so another chief executive. Now be secretary you TA so no so call another secretary.
So the hours or another person can take over.
Now one ever.
So there's demand for jobs.
Why are you mentioning demand? I'm talking of demand and supply driven. Or no one kind of demand and supply driven. Or no the one so kind of shift no kind of sir. Wanya de high NDC. Oh high NDC. Papa na high NDC.
Mama high NDC.
Yes, if they should lose, they should blame him. If they lose this election, which they will, they should blame him.
Sure of winning.
Definitely.
Polls are all point to say almost
even Satan has an assurance. Alright, Yanko friend Grofo, maybe Yanko friend meeting Satan, maybe. So he has an assurance. Said the being a friend say, me say time don't want to now over back to him hobby. The only know a deep bonny and only is to Tara Hono, when assurance. Said down on also back paradise hobby. So assurance is for everybody. What you see? You see, this is what it do secret your trust or assurance so befe. So if they have the assurance, it is good. NDC must stay. One day they will find a credible, competent, hardworking, trustworthy, highly purposeful, creative, innovative, knowledgeable leader. And they will find solace on him. Now,
before I come to all the what they are describing leader, I didn't also high NDC.
One,
because he's one figure in the NDC that party no cherish or marketable our memes say. John Mahama the fine gentleman. Everybody talks about John Mahama.
What is fine? What is the definition of a fine gentleman? A fine gentleman at where? Is it at disco? Is that the definition? And as on Crawford, who are most socializing,
okay, any colleagues in politics, go for no your politics, you can see him as a fine gentleman.
No, he's a nice man. He is nice. It doesn't make him competent and capable. He is nice. It doesn't make him competent and capable. That's how me
Yeah,
it doesn't make me a president. That's how me Ada uko hu mema wo mo aba na no brasta ye hye we bi nso ani abatire nsene prayers na egu honum no untimi nchi su na mienu kure mu nto na ntwene park na chi na za na ye wo bi a wo go han na ni kire okura wo bo no wo maso na ala na ye hye mo a mo ko ya obi ba kura na obi yi ni nan. It doesn't make you a footballer. O ji ase obi okura wo so kwa wa ye matcho ebi kura untimi no oba ango tumi no oba enyi nsan kura ma nye yie obo ha wo so kwa ne ho ofa kwata ade no wasra kapre ni boto obo okro ye lazy kabi wo fe kwa ahodin nim na ne san katrata ye mfa nkwa fuum ke de yinum na bekwa fuum akofa ai wow obo odo mu a wow obo wa ho fe odidi nsamone
wa ha party
obi a ho fe odidi nsamone do wa ha party no and the American NDC for besu. Nenso omusu eye. NDC for su a eye. Usu na kire uhunu nimdie na hunu nyansa eye. Esene say yen kan kire wo. NDC is sick and almost dead.
How?
One,
NDC is sick
and almost dead.
Party a campaign gidigidi wo memu a krofo etudi a kire no sick.
NDC is a sinking ship now with a confused ship captain. That is the nature of the NDC. We need direction. What the answer board there? Last year, I was share Kotoko for Ama Bibufu. I feel rebuilding. when we say free kotokofo no na na om social nkofo mani jeba timi hye be nan bi ka ho a na ye no mo kwa no so share Chelsea no muni ade na no Chelsea che nkofo bi ani age was say edipa wo ho a what is important politics your political ideology no apenipa then you build succession plan eso onye nipa one more best started with the ideology no apenipa now we build it around it do the bijano now they call na yabusian to aso eno na odidi nya parties akese ya be wiase e dey abepem ha. Do you know how many times Netanyahu will come and go and he will come and go? Why is it so? Because of a proper succession plan. Maybe all. The two band is more. Jerry John Rawlings yeku and what transit to democracy. Do you know be here ni pebino? No do mo ye. The first idea and they say obe collapse Kwame Nkrumah party na collapse UP. Ya dankwa buzia dombo. No do ma for. O try no UP ho na anye ye UP okonya kakra je ku fo kre ko o san adwane na okofa asamo anom o ti ase edo o mo bae na okofa amunufi o wusu a champion no na odo mbae ebi dwane ebi no so eda so kam na okọ UP okofa JJ Mills okofa Lotte Jacobs no le kofa Leo Kran
CVP ana
CPP Nkrumah is no yeah no kofa wo mo bae odo mu nyina ba mu no kofa hoye no mo so bae no kofa Kusi Boafo no these are Nkrumah persons
PVs
yes o mo kofa wo mo bae to mo do wo mo bae wie no nti CPP de wa mene no amana ka ni dua no na ya na bon merda Bernard Mona de nenam no ya wo de kire
wana PNC
no ni dua no say CPP no wo muntu DB mu ti do obode nenam ti ni dua no na say watwa abo abi dua ponko dua na abo na uhim no CPP CPP no wo hia nam no aponko no wo hia obekọ na ye ni dua so eti no anti mi anko no edu ba don wa Rawlings ewie ye no ya wo ko ye no na omo mpe John Dramani Mahama. To be honest with you, not Jerry John Rawlings and believe you say John Dramani Mahama is a true patriot for NDC. So John Dramani Mahama becoming a running mate was a smuggled one. Yeah, na couldn't do Agyemang Rawlings. Any Jerry John Rawlings, no one more person. Into a baby, you know.
President Mills, yes, I smuggle.
A backdoor sort of thing. And money at the not Melton so not ye name whatever. But omo cassette ya, omo kasa den. Dia fe oba ye no a fofi anto antano. Because no omo say if Mills is not there and John succeeds, for which eventually it happened, what will happen to the NDC? And the future, NDC future in Ghana's politics. Where would the golden tree be so that they can hang on? John Bayern, now if you want to say Asemanyesi. No one say Asemanyesi. So go run into the election, no one who said there. Jerry John Rawlings the correct I said. Atamios, ye tunu fuanka. Eti ma kora do Agyemang elezi ni boot so obe contest. E was nwan. Which you are aware. And when I do phone kabai
3%.
So we take over. And I am when Anye. Eti na JM so saka ya sanche bia. And nyame to ne safre no. And I don't take you over. To take you over no. Don't make sure say afi ade no mu ayede. Etinema koso olusu ye nyina fa akosi ya ne we ni nyina no. Now John, let me tell NDC, he is building a dynasty, a legacy for the banoni esi edun ketia babe mebi. Okojina wo
Zabo
tenement ya me na reka elusu election.
Ohani jina
wo ko jina hanabisu baby owo no ni NDC ni bi ko contest Sa NDC ni wa efri abesoa. Oni ne contest e ma omu tutia se edu nkati aba no. So there is a grand scheme. Etimire be me catch up say there may be a quasi
John Mahama bemo. If indeed ese edu nkati aba ko gina ya.
Wonu dia introduce no politically. Okay. Na John so de ne ba be a friend sheriff abamu politically.
Oh, so the one papa na amana ye ka.
There be politics, there is a legacy for politics. When the culture is obi bua obi kwa. Wenya kanana do betuma president.
Oh, say ni nansen me hu former president Rollins back Martin so sebua no appear ewo campaign platform.
There is a big shadow on him. There is a big shadow. Ma menchira Haruna Idrusu, arguably the most credible person up north. Yanko also ye. No mo catch John say, kona ko yi amakofi bua. Ana say yi awada ko Ashanti region as running mate. Se mpo ompe wo mo kra bra. Na be you former chief of staff. Julius Debra. Na fa ne ye running mate. Ni enhwe. Now we believe say Sankrofo dey relatively younger. No more political footing and leverage. No more representing grounds well. O winning politics. Don't want ko yi ma me no. Somebody older than him John. 72 years. How can you build that koko ewu ko dua BS na mu a. Wo ko dua tetekwa hia akwa kokora. Asa dey si sebe agric koko na mu. Ukoto na dwie e de na akose yankofro no ma na ukoto na dwie aye no dia bridia ukoya de wawa na dwie wo 7 ko 8 na no won biem ukoya so wo 7 wo se mepe ungoku ni nwie wo se mepe oba wo se na ama wo etu de mami aba enti wo man prepare obia as running mate don't want prepare the person who quickly come as running mate no must be younger. When Nanado and Bawumia age gap. Bawumia was saying. Nanado in China be say 15, 16, 17 years. That is the age gap. When he picked Bawumia, he was below 50. No one below 50. No develop no unru say no awo kono. No fey wa fully grown, fully blown out. No hand time. No building leverage na about na wure baby asoma no wakọ hard na chire nipa wanya proper footing on the grounds we hu ahemfo we hu nipa bebre ono so constituency no build ho awie na say maami constituency o be build ya future succession plan no wo ma abre wakura e bi kura wawu.
But when you have an experienced person like John Mahama waba abemuda or vice president da here so be here obi afi na obe market in the scheme of things.
We build a succession plan. Babru mewum. Efri Adams so. Eba ababesi Isaac nyasa. No one succession plan abesi Jacob so. So Bible kure hyehyɛ. Ye hyehyɛ saa de kɔ. Na onu me dey Jesus Christ no odwane ana na abusuafo kɔfrɛ no. O preach ya. Womo kwose o papa e carpenter ni oni pani bra na take over from your father na ye de ye nkwara Mary san wo nachi. And that is why Jesus gospel no children of Mary didn't feature prominently. Tu busa bebre kura say Mary na ne maye say no obidi di say an hwa o muntim obonchiro. Enso no onua.
O ndi wo ka say NDC winning elections na omo issues ana
NDC an win omo problem. Omo win omo problem. NDC cool no de adwan wawie. Mutaka.
Cool no.
Kweza ku wawie ho wawie.
Sesen.
Ma menchira o. Obe condemn Haruna Idrusu. Enti no omo yi ni free parliament no. Obe condemn Mutaka. Omo yi ni free minority leader no. Eno e man prominence. Omo yi Mutaka. Ti Mutaka wuyi no. Na wuyi okujeto abrapa. Yes, obe
party structure decision.
That is it. That is how it comes. Na renko omo mbra me meeting no me kan kire. Nye party no ande be hia. Nye no say dunkati anye omo na ekoro shots. Eti okujeto abrapa. Fifi kwete. Nkrofo yi amebo omudi nyina emu de fifi kwete. Ombebe kusho Kofi Adams no. They may be somewhere. Omobeko. Ama Kofi Boafo will no longer be there.
Omobeko say
we are that when they are into the woman year market so omobe exit wom. Ofuso ampofo ni nuane ne nkrofo wo mu nyina will be exiting the systems. Omu nyina e baba be free mu a omokọ ya wunhu wo mu ekura ebiem Solomon Kansanom they are gone already. Omane Boafo they will not be featured prominently.
Omane Boafo is featuring Dr. Omane Boafo is featuring prominently.
Prominently doesn't mean he's not at the war front. Now I don't know omukọ omukọ president IPAC say we be disgrace unti adobeko. Near who deficit. One kwa dia no de ko chire say company. That is how you will be featured. Bora ya be share fum be 7 near the goalkeeper pese egu enu ase a. Near do akotum. Yesu ofunu. So
when your conspiracy theory be
me say one say whether these people are seriously campaigning. Me there muntimi yeme ayi. And this is for unkohwe. Say whether indeed at this point in time they should be campaigning. Where are their hoys? Where is Namwali? Where is Joshua Labi? Where are they? Uni fifi kote wane ni mkasa. Uni fifi kote wane ni mkasa.
Uni fifi kote ni mkasa che irajo Mahama.
Fifi kote eka se kufuwa wia godu akoton wa. Wane betu majina nimu.
He's the general secretary of the party.
Na general secretary de unkasi runkati anu okasabi. Besi asi runkati anu na no okani nyina no e general secretary no okabi. Where is Fifi Kwete? These are people who are not interested any longer. Mukofe adongo no ani ade no nyina go and see whether they are finding their feet over there. Kona kofe. Where is Abujinapo? And all those guys. Where are they? Because omuni eni. Omehunu. Omehunu niema ekoti awo omo. Nti by the time we knew 8 years and said John we knew the business empire will be centered around his son and I see Dunketi. Son. Oh my party. Na mo was a drop press.
Indeed.
Some music away here. Would you compete for any position?
O theory no. Ne bano ba be lead NDC no. Say they all can eat sa.
Definitely. He is not going anywhere. Definitely.
So Mama Ba will take over.
And yes, Dunketi Aba will take over NDC. Market on the wall. In 8 years' time, they will be leading the party. Now, we see how they call competing. Business leverage over here. Musubuni ideology. Where is the golden pillar? Golden pillar nowhere. The kadumne esi party no more. Omo ebeka say when you ejina no so amana call shocks no way. MPP work Nanado kwa kokan. What you say in a serious scenario, these are the golden pillars. Yeah, omo be call the shocks.
Oh, but
Nanado kokan wa yes. No, but we be a party who person we ni asa o. You need to have a serious godfather. Na Israel for any that so say one day Isaiah must first come. And to omukura busa Jesus Christ say only Isaiah no na. No because Jesus is Isaiah. No say nya dey we ni say Bible say Isaiah no be di kan ya bansa. So they were expecting their Isaiah. When you go to Communist Party, they have their pillar that is there. So is Jerry John Rawlings a golden pillar? Is Atamels a golden pillar?
they are no more.
They are no more.
After Jones,
Sometimes it may not necessarily mean you are no more.
but
Within Ukrakeke, Dankwa Buzia Dombo is a golden pillar. Jerry John Rawlings. How are they honoring Jerry John Rawlings? Ono ni kulukula koko say, "Nyana na adu ne besisi akwan. Obey ya akwan ma ho." Mo hwe ne ma, de aye wo. Na zinato se ga zinato betimi ayera na beti. From a voter region. Say zinato mu de ajade.
Yeah.
Ndi go betimi aye, opo ba nko ade a, ka zinato should have been the running mate. What happened to Zinato?
she's still young. Do it me.
The
future
no,
is
learning
bright.
after 8 years. No, nyane papa pedigree nibi. Na kedi na change say ye. So craftily, they are removing her from the system. And I never also pay her age. Won't mean fight it back. The Baba man also and you consume it, sir. That is any papa. So the battle for Rawlings family is difficult and beyond reach now, as I speak.
Mr. Thomas Kusi Boafo, the CEO Public Sector Reforms, and I know a bon como at the elections.
Well, election, let me give you.
Brigade, no.
Definitely, but let me give you that bit. You book more record on to Onamonka. Campaign. Vice President message, who declare direction. Our dear call. What you may explain the policies and programs. There may be pocket of problems, 1 or 2 here and there. Yeah, landmark policies, programs, so so more or less, what you say, Ukumo Ujanya on paper on Sakwa. What you say, a contagious kind, it will be a contagious kind. So what you say, aha, and quite crano, can you could a Trimunua, and quite no need to. Aye, Umpinu crowd on Akata Bichi, about permanent free women. So I was in the city and again, said the sea Pubano. It be a Dr Bawumia. It is sent an Agyemang. It is Nanando credibility. And now the campaign in or running on 4-wheel. Neire Namha, Napunamha, Nanando Namha, Ononso Namha. So the campaign is on a 4-wheel drive. Your friend of the octopus system of campaigning. Unya new year, not BBA. Chairman for the number BIA or Munsu Yebi. And the National Party officers. And now Katenkati actually CEOs, everybody is on board. Women organizers. Into the octopus system. And now ba a yin so the message in so unya bibika, unya bibichre, baby abedru bia utimichra kwan, utimichre free education, utimichre hospital, utimichre drepoa, eju akwan, utiminya bibika. So unlocking message for wherever he will go. And now he has become acceptable to the religion, both Muslims and Christians. Every traditionalist, acceptable, or your darling boy of the youth, or representing the youth because of technology, ICT, artificial intelligence, and robotics. Yeah, was so the beboa. Ameniama, etimi, akoso, or no sooner dimina, said the Usikasa. He's not full of fireworks. And some may be free and mumba. Yeah, nenye embittered, or yet embittered person. What you say, or confidence. And a man for so that. And who's humble, no a whole authority in his field, Winimadiano and Walker, Utimichirim, what I say, no more dinner children so no, nipa be a naman who believe so more better to one party, apart from Chiramatia Fanto, ya antimi and crystallize ye. Utimus a woman in us and be dear tree, Kennedy, naman fools look on Japan near a Jaconso Swaba, Uyaba, a Quadonquana, John Mama. Ebe planning to be afa almost so a don't call me young to call Mama and they stay in the middle. Could be for stay in the middle. Bernard Mona, the man holding the tail, went to me and Yam Budiano. And no free moon. When so we were. And the John Mama is caged completely. And do you more? Ashanti region MPP will win. Eastern region MPP will win. Greater Accra will be a tie. Central slightly in favor of the MPP. Western region, the two Western regions put together, MPP will win. Three Brahafos put together, MPP will win. The other Northern region as a factor put together, Dr. Bawumia is now inching towards 52% as I speak. So it's a down deal, first round knockout.
Zabaf.
The American
can put together, no dear. Now, who can't say 2016 victory now?
It is likely.
Somebody 2016. No,
it is likely, including parliamentary candidates. It is far beautiful.
Where per your personal assessment, not by polls, not by any scientific.
My personal research I have done. Research. I also go.
I know you are researching.
Yes, Mibusa. I have asked top class NDC persons. I have asked them. Some are Muslims and I asked them, Omukra na DNDC, a buyer, almost Omunya, Frank Berra, or you Muslim, and Drodina, at that. One of the they are quite also a fast water. No. I asked them.
Who said Dr. Bawumia to now around 52%?
Definitely. What fairly crown at 51.52. A course of cry and Yamangwa. A course of cry Yamangwa. And this is the Bebrezusu through say, John need track record of continuity of projects. Womusru, Asante 4, Asante region who said, who jad they said John Semua Maka, because Wabeka said, so the go do ye quine cry and yam of fair. Into yan penem and mammy try and poor PM. That is what they are saying. They are seeing and then another bayana swami interchange a better hole.
Oh, yeah.
No, what happened to Buankra Inland Port? Nena Nadwa. What happened to Atonsu Kwano? What happened to maybe Buakwa Noma Kwano? That's Antoine Molaho. What happened to Anyan Kwanta Road no and there Koso? Both me for to soon who you never for. They saw them. Woman who never the breed, they've seen Agenda 111 and all those things. Free education, no minimum man at few, ya woman school. What you see? These are things, but Mahama on the economy, NDC economy. NDC is never a good manager of an economy. Never. It is also NDC would be there. A worse MPP managing economy is several times better than NDC managing an economy.
Mr. Thomas Kusi Boafo, a public sector reform CEO, Natis Yanin Dinkomo, from Reynolds Agyemang, and a crew no Shacklefield himself and Paul. And thanks to the entire crew and programs manager, Mr. Simple Man. And then Frank Afo, the producer, Isaac Ade is the head of current affairs. I was sharing all the social media platforms and then details of this particular episode. Thank you very much. Bye for now.